Well, this is not a story I thought I would be covering, but it made me laugh, so I thought, why not? Now, before that, as always, follow me on BitChute and Odyssey, which actually has its own iOS app now. Apparently, they released it yesterday or the day before. It should make it easier for viewers to be able to watch the content. You can get that from the iOS store itself. And remember, guys, Odyssey actually rewards you for watching the content, not just us tosspots that upload it. The link to sign up and follow me will be down below with the channel's other social media links. But back to the video at hand and a bit of Dartmoor dogging or husking since we currently have a bit of snow. As many will remember from the run up to Brexit, one of the mainstream media's favourite anti-Brexit stories would be an increase in dogging after Brexit. Because if you work for the BBC, the people getting independence from the EU means they will go out and fuck like rabbits in public. They said this would happen in Kent, a bit like the lorry tailbacks that have never materialised. Of course, this could be due to the stupid lockdowns that we're living under, decreed by snivelling shitweasels like Matt Hancock. Dogging may well be more popular when people are allowed out, but the lines of lorries in Kent we knew was always horseshit and never going to happen anyway. Now, the story we're talking about today we only know because the local Stasi happened to be patrolling the area looking for people enjoying their life against the decrees of government ministers like Headcock. Remember, in 2021 it's illegal to be outside, meet another person outside and sit in a car together with no living person around for miles, I would expect. Shit, in 2021 it's illegal to do most things at this point. You do know they likely have more civil rights in North Korea as it stands. I mean shit, they can at least walk down the street and say hello to their friends without the Stasi coming after them. Actually, even in authoritarian China, the citizens have more freedoms than we do in the United Kingdom. Because here, if you meet someone for a little bit of dogging, you will end up being criminalised not for the dogging, but for breaching regulations preventing you from having fun or seeing those you love. It is obviously complete insanity that won't stop until enough people decide they ain't having it anymore. Hopefully, that day is coming soon. Anyway, the Mail picked up on this, but their article is a shit show to read due to their page format, so we will take a look at Breitbart's piece on it. It headlines, "Makes you proud to be British. COVID cops catch couple having sex outdoors on coldest night for 26 years. Which obviously, when you're getting a bit frisky, I don't think the weather outside really matters that much. It says a couple caught having sex by police officers on Dartmoor on the coldest night for 26 years have earned praise from some social media users. Well, I don't know about praise, but you won't be getting condemnation from me because I don't really care. You can do what the fuck you want. And for the most part, the rest of the country and even the police would think the same thing. It says the couple engaged in their tryst in temperatures of -3 were sent on their way by officers enforcing the anti-coronavirus lockdown and reported for a breach of the regulations, which could mean heavy fines. Because like I said, they weren't actually done for doing a bit of dogging in the car, they were done for being in the car together under the coronavirus regulations. This is just fucking lunacy. It goes on, fornicating under the stars on the moors may seem like this year's latest rom-com, but it is not an essential journey and certainly breaks social distancing guidance. Well, guidance doesn't mean jack diddly fucking squat. The police are not there to enforce guidance, and guidance doesn't mean that people have to do anything. Guidance is what it fucking says. Maybe they should look it up. Now, apparently they put that in a tweet which they've now deleted, and I'm not surprised by that. I'm fully expecting that they got absolutely rinsed by people on social media. It goes on, members of the public who were perhaps not too concerned by the public health impact of an illicit fling on a bleak and frozen moor appeared rather sympathetic to their amorous pair. It says, "In this weather, makes you proud to be British," declared one social media user, adding thumbs up and British flag emojis for good measure. Which you can actually see underneath it there. I'm actually going to go and give it a like. You know what? It deserves more than 4 likes. But I do find myself sitting here wondering why this is even news at this point. Yes, I'm glad that it's reported because we need to know what's actually going on with these police officers and what they're doing to people that are actually doing no harm to anyone. In my opinion, the police are going too far, the same as the ministers, as has been said by many people at this point. Charles Walker, Ian Duncan Smith and Lord Sumption are just a couple to start you off. You know, plenty of people have been doing it. Unfortunately, we need more people calling out this utter bullshit, especially those in Parliament. At the end of the day, anyone who doesn't will be held responsible for all of this when it is over. If MPs and all that think we're going to forget, and even police officers think we're going to forget about what they've done over the past year, then they're fucking wrong. The local elections will be the first time when they gauge public mood on what they've been doing, and I'm seeing the Tory party and Labour lose a lot of votes as it stands. Shit, at this point I'd advise you to vote for anyone but a major party that is well known. Any party that doesn't support this bullshit is well worth supporting in the local elections. Of course, when it comes to national elections, we're kinda fucked on that one. Not only is it a good few years away, but when you think about it, we live in a two-party system. There is no way any other party is going to be able to even make a dent in it. Let's be honest, if the Tories or Labour thought another party would take their power away from them, they would change the fucking rules. There is no way on earth the Tory party and Labour party would ever allow this to happen. You would see laws changed in Parliament quicker than they implemented the Coronavirus Act. Let me tell you that for nothing. As it stands, these people all hold ultimate power, even if it is through the illusion of democracy that they are now walking all over, because we can see that they are all essentially just one big party, working against us at this point. Yes, you have the odd couple of MPs who are against this bullshit because they can see the shit show that it will bring, and in some cases would likely never support it anyway because they've got some common sense. Apparently, the police down in Dartmoor don't have it here. I'm sorry to say, if I was a copper and I see people doing this, they're on their own, they're nowhere near anyone else, I'm hardly gonna bother with this bullshit. Yes, they may be breaking these bullshit coronavirus regulations, but I wouldn't really care about that. Perhaps it would make me a shit copper for it, but either way, I wouldn't be sitting there acting like the fucking Stasi. The fact that they were done under coronavirus regulations and not for dogging says it all to me. But as always, if you want to go dogging, that's entirely on you. Crack on, I've got no objections to it, and I really don't care if you do.